Alright, let's go over question 7. Each of the 20 children in a team knows either swimming, skipping, or both skills. Altogether, 13 children can swim and 10 children can skip. Among them, 3 can skip, swim, and skip. How many children do not know how to swim or skip at all? Alright. So we know that there's 20 children in a team. And they know either swimming, skipping, or they can do both. So in other words, they can swim and skip. Altogether, 13 children can swim, 10 can skip, and among them, 3 can swim and skip. Okay? How many children do not know how to swim or skip at all? Alright, first things first. You might be wondering, well, when you add 13 and 10 and 3, obviously it's 26 and it's more than 20. And you're probably thinking, how come it's more? Well, it's not saying each children can do that. It's saying in that group, there are 13 children that can swim and 10 can skip. Okay? And 3 of them can swim and skip. So it's not saying only 13 people in the team can swim. So it's, when you think about it, it is kind of confusing. And for these type of problems, we use something called a Venn diagram. Okay? And you probably see this in your writing. So basically you have 2 circles that overlap each other. So in other words, they pass through each other. Alright. Let's label this as swimming. Or swim for short. Now based on the problem, we know that 13 can swim. So I'm going to write 13 in brackets here. So basically what it tells us is, tells us that 13 children in the team, they can swim. Alright. Next one. 10 can skip. So I'm going to write skip here. And I'm going to put 10 because the problem tells us 10 children can skip. Now it says among them, 3 can swim and skip. So because this circle passes through this circle, the children who can swim passes through the children who can skip. This middle here means they can do both. So 3 can do both. So I'm going to write both here. Draw an arrow and that goes for the middle. Alright. Now if you want to find the inside, basically the inside is only. Okay? So in other words, if you find the inside of this one, that means you will find the children who only know how to swim. If you find the inside of this one, you will find the children who only know how to skip. Now let's refer back to the question. It says, how many children do not know how to swim or skip at all? Okay? So it's asking that children who don't know how to swim or don't know how to skip. So one or the other. Alright, so let's begin. So we got a Venn diagram here. We know that 13 children can swim. We know that 10 children can skip. And we know 3 can do both. Now if we want to find out how many children only know how to swim, we subtract 13 from 3. And we get 10. So in other words, inside this circle, only 10 children know how to swim. Okay? Now if we want to find out how many children only know how to skip, well, it's the same thing. 10 take away 3. And that's 7. So inside this circle, only 7 children know how to skip. Okay? Out of the 10. And 3 can do both. And inside this circle, only 10 children know how to swim and 3 can do both. Alright, so if we want to find out how many children do not know how to swim or skip at all, this is what we do. We subtract 20. Why? Because we know there are 20 children in a team. Okay? And we take away 10 plus 3 plus 7. Why? Well, we know that 10 children only know how to swim, 3 can do both, and 7 children only know how to skip. So by subtracting all this, we will find how many children who don't know how to swim or skip at all. Alright, so let's add the brackets first. 10 plus, sorry. If we do this, 3 plus 7 is 10. Well, 10 plus 10 is 20. Okay. So let me change that to blue. Alright, there we go. So 20 take away 20 is 0. So, therefore, 0 children do not know how to swim or skip at all. So in other words, all the children know how to do something. So in other words, it's a trick question, okay? It's very interesting. And if you refer back to the latest Year 5 lesson, which I believe is problem solving 14, the video ends off with a question similar to this. So if you want to practice using Venn diagrams, this is what it's called, in problem solving, tune in for Year 5 problem solving lesson 15, okay? Anyway, let's move on to the next problem. Alright. Now the problem is, two apples and a mango cost $4. 2 apples and 3 mangoes cost $9. Find the cost of a mango. The problem is actually very simple when you draw it out, but I will let you try to figure that out. I'll give you a big hint. Obviously, the bar you draw for the apple will be different to the bar you draw from the mango. Okay, so that is my hint. Always try your best and see you in the next lesson.